This is another video for Sean. You know who Sean is?
Yes, your son.
Okay. So Sean, I'm making another video because you know I'm gonna keep making videos. I'm here in Cote d'Ivoire. You have a brother or a sister gonna be due in when?
Yeah.
When's the baby due? When's Sean's brother or sister due? September.
Yes.
So Sean, listen, life in America was so messed up in the legal system, trying to have a relationship in America. It's almost impossible now because the legal system, family court, any guys that's been through it, you guys know what I'm talking about. So Sean has been alienated from me since 2005. I haven't seen him since he's 7. Sean, I love you, boy. And
I love you. We love you, son.
So just take a look at the video. You know I'm gonna keep making it for years. I'll never stop making videos. I live in Cote d'Ivoire now, but maybe one day in the future I'll come back to America. But right now, this is my home in Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Africa. Sean, you got Africa brothers and sisters soon. All right, here's the video.
Bye.
I read a quote where they said, when you go through a divorce, when your kids are younger, they idolize their dad. Then when the divorce happens, they demonize them. I know, and I think deep down my kids know. They know I was there when they was growing up. They know no matter what was going on in my life, they came first. And it's weird how everything was fine until the divorce happened. And then I became a deadbeat. Then I abandoned everybody. And I was like, that is not what happened. I never put my career before them. It was equal. You know what I mean? My management, when's their kids' birthdays?
I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a problem. There's no way I'm not gonna blame the mama for that. Those kids magically now saying he's a deadbeat when he was in their lives all the time? Nope. I kinda think that's a crime. You negatively manipulated children.
Hey Sean, so I'm making this video to you because I just want to show you that and I'm going to continue to do this, like I said, for the rest of my time here on earth. This is another video that just shows you that this is what many women do to their kids. And guess what, Sean? You were in the same boat. I know that you think that your situation was unique and that I'm just a bad dad and that you didn't listen. I know that it's just easier to just write me off, and that way you can just have less trouble at home because you're home with your mom, and you think that all your ideas are your own, and all these ideas you have about me are all your own, and you think that since you were 7 you know what's going on. Sean, you have no idea what was going on. And that's why when I talked to you on the phone, I said, Sean, what'd you call me? You said, I'm a bad dad, right? And I said, okay, what did I do? You couldn't tell me. Because you don't know, because your ideas are not your own. I know you're gonna feel some type of way about this, but let's just go on. Now you just saw the video, okay? So and this is a mild case. And people are influenced by their mothers. Their fathers aren't around as much. Because that's just wait till you have kids. Wait till you have a wife. I hope you have kids and I hope you have a wife, but I'm saying it's going to happen to you because you now have a blueprint for life that is going to lead you down the wrong path. At some time you're going to see it. Now I want you to let's look at some of the comments. Let's go right back up to the top. I made a comment on this video. It says, I'm a divorced father of 3 and I'm going through this now. Divorce lawyers suck and society always blames the ex-husband. The ex-wife is never held accountable. Yeah. As a man, father, and ex-husband, all you can do is you give your best, give your all, and one day, who knows when, your children will see the truth. Who knows when, right? Because children get brainwashed early, and because the woman will lie, manipulate, change the stories, and listen, your mom had told all her co-workers that I had been beating her, and that I had done this for years, and oh, poor Sandra, poor mom. Your mom is not a victim. Your mom is the perpetrator. I know that sounds crazy. I know. I'm lying. I must be lying. Even though I have a polygraph that will tell you that. Anyway, whenever you get ready, I have all the proof. whenever you get ready to talk to me, if ever, which if you don't, fuck it. I mean, that's just life. I'm not the only one. See, this is what makes me feel a little bit of solace. I know that other people go through this. I know my grandmother did it to my grandmother used to talk shit about my grandfather. Your grandmother Ella's mom. Hey grandma, oh your grandpa was this and that, your grandpa blah 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 blah. And then because my grandfather had moved on and had a girlfriend and had another kid, and my grandma was so bitter. She could never get a man, lived her life alone, died alone in her house because she's such a bitter, miserable woman. Now, let's go with another one. It's not a crime, but it's called parental alienation. Charges can and should be brought up in civil court. Too late now because I haven't seen you since 2005? And what happens? This happens more than people would like to admit. Yeah, people think this is an anomaly. No, this is almost a normal occurrence where women and ex-wives talk shit. This is what women have: the power of manipulation, power of dissemination, and the power to destruct or destroy people's reputations. If you go look at the Me Too movement, if you look at all the false allegations for rape, if you look at all the false allegations for domestic violence, does it happen? Yeah, sometimes it happened. Your mother says I was beating her, punching her in the face. Your mother doesn't even have a picture of a black eye, a bruise, nothing. No evidence. Yes, indeed. These fathers in their children's lives at all costs. I don't give a fuck. My baby daddy's still okay. That's. Let me skip that one. That's really sad, horrible, poor guy. They will recognize the truth. You can't fool your family. They know you. Yes, Sean. You need to ask your mom questions eventually. Start looking at her behavior. Start asking her about stories from the past. The stories are going to change because see, when people lie, they cannot keep the story straight. Even if when they say women are treated the worst, things like this remind me that men are the bottom of the totem pole. Everyone gets sympathy, care, leniency, understanding than a man. Now, right here, Ricky McDonald says, now they're weapons. This is what women go to divorce court. They go into family court. They get sympathy. They go and tell a story, and they get to demonize the man. Double standards, straight up trash. What a lot of people don't understand is this is a ritual almost like sacrifice when you have to break all ties from loved ones. Okay? The wives manipulated the children, but it doesn't work out if they get to speak to their father when they get older. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Sean. If you talk to me in person, if you listen to me, this is why you refuse to go to coffee with me. Now, anyone just watching this video, I offered my son $30,000 cash to go meet me for 1 hour for a coffee, just to go in a public place after years of alienation, after years of separation from my wife. I was falsely accused. I was sent to jail. It was just so when the minute I could get back and talk to you, the day that I was able to communicate with you legally, I was sending out videos. I was trying to find you. I went to your house on Father's Day. Your mom blocked me, right? You remember I came to your house because you called me right afterwards, and then you just refused to talk to me. Okay? But see, if your mom doesn't want you to talk to me because her story will fall apart, I will break that story down in logical, reasonable, in matter-of-factual, evidence-based, and tell you what happened. What your mom has done is robbed you of having a father in your life that you can feel good about or at least have a relationship with. You're the one being hurt, not me. Yeah, I was hurt for a while, but after a while, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just lay up in a ball and just curl away and die? You say, oh, just go move on, Dad. Sean, parents don't, even if you died or anything, parents don't move on from that. It's impossible. And there's no difference in you dying or being alienated. The feelings for me were the same. So imagine your child dies and then you feel this hurt and this loss. How do you think I feel the whole time? You think I'm not a human being? You think I didn't feel that loss? You don't think that damaged me into the very core of my soul? I mean, that's what it did. Am I a strong person? Yeah, I'm pretty strong. It takes more strength to go through what I did the strength for your mother to sit around and badmouth me and tell you lies and all these things just so she can victimize herself. She had all her co-workers, her friends, all on her side because she was around scumbag people, and she still is. That lady, Amanda, oh, that was the person that just, your mom allowed these people in her life to meddle in her life, and that's what happened. Right here, Nugu's Goal says it's the mom. Yeah, yes, 100% correct. There was a case in Arizona, I believe, where the judge ruled that not only did the mother commit child abuse by parental alienation, but also ruled it was domestic abuse. Hopefully it will be case law. People are starting to get hip to this, Sean. Like I told you, 3 generations of my family have done it. Do not be deceived. A lie, don't care who tell it. This side, her side, the truth. Never pick sides. Stay out of the personal family issues. This is what I'm saying, Sean. That's another thing. Even at best, you should not have picked a side. I know that it's not your fault because you were so young. You were 7. You could not hold up any defense to your mom's lies. You couldn't defend that. In that, I don't hold you responsible. I'm only holding you responsible now because you are a goddamn adult. You are 20. You want to be 26 here in May, and still, and I still tend not to blame you. I think it's going to be around when you're like 35, when you start seeing the world, because your mom can't shelter you forever. You're going to see the harsh realities of life soon, and then you're going to say, you're going to start thinking to yourself, is he telling the truth? Is there something to what he's saying? Yeah, you're going to eventually will. It took me till I was almost 40 because my mom is a master manipulator, just like your mom. This is what, and I don't hate women unless I'm with a new woman. Your brother or sister is going to be due in September. You have a brother or sister coming in 6 months. You have a blood relation. And it's not just, it's going to be your brother or sister. There's another one. Thank you. That's everything I did for my daughter. Gave it directly to her, not through her mom. She eventually started seeing everything for herself. I believe 100%. It should be a crime. A woman in divorce will never take responsibility. And then look at all these people. I can show you 275 comments where people experiencing the same shit. That Gary shit is crazy. See, this man was on TV. He has video documented proof. Sean, if I had a camera back in 2003, your mom would be in jail. But they didn't have camera phones back then. I couldn't, and I filmed my relationships that I had after that, and I can show you all the times a woman was like, I'm scared of him, I'm calling the cops, and blah, 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 blah. They're going to see it. I have all the videos from 2015 up. This is not, and people say, oh, well, you're just finding bad women. No, this is what women do. This guy was on TV. The Gary shit is crazy because he had the podcast for at least 8 years. So every week he'd be on the podcast with his wife half the time and tell their stories and stories about their kids. He'd be at home from Monday through Wednesday. You can go back and watch all the old pods for the evidence. These kids knew Gary wasn't doing them dirty. Yet mothers have an influence even on their adult children. Mothers have influence and women have influence over friends, and they can go and reputation destroy and cause people to believe something about you that's not true. They can make you out to be a deadbeat, a wife beater, an abuser, a narcissist. They can turn into mini psychiatrists and go into and start saying, oh, he's a narcissist. Look at him, he does this. And they'll take little things that he does, amplify it, and it's called manipulation, Sean. It's brainwashing. And we in society have this thing where we trust women. Listen, from when I was a kid, I used to trust my mom. My mom would tell me things like, we would be driving down the street. My mom would say, look at that dirty house right there. A Mexican or a black person lives there. This is my own mother, right? Now I'm living in a black neighborhood. I'm a white kid. I'm going, okay, black people and Mexican people must be dirty. They don't take care of their house or mow the lawn. So as I get a little bit older, now these are stupid lies, okay? Bigoted, stupid, racist lies, right? Because my mom's a bigot. She's not a racist. She's a bigot. They don't differentiate between the two now. Then I was driving by a house and I saw this unkempt, fucked up yard. I looked over and it was a white man that walked out. I was like, wait a minute. My mom told me black and Mexican people didn't. I thought, and then I started seeing, and then I joined the military because I had been racially picked on and racially profiled as a kid in my neighborhood, beat up by black kids, by Mexican kids, because that's all that was there. But they call me white boy and this and that. But then I joined the military, met many great black people who took me to their home and treated me well. And then I ended up marrying a black woman and having your mom's half black. Do you know people have on the internet called me racist and things like that? Because people like to talk shit about you if they can't win an argument with you. See, that's why your mom doesn't want to talk to me, because she can't win in any kind of an argument. Because when I show the proof, it's irrefutable, Sean. I have videos, I have testimony in the police reports. I can show you line for line for line that your mom lied over and over again, and you won't find one lie in anything that I cannot prove, and a polygraph from the Department of Corrections in California. Here, this guy says, I went through this for a year after the divorce. They'll do anything to act like a victim, even at the child's expense. I watched this man family on TV. I never thought they would separate. He loved her so much. Show so much respect to her. This is sad to me. I'm sorry about the divorce. Sorry about this mess. And this woman says, I won't put all the blame on the mother, seeing how the kids look old enough to know better. But see, this is what I'm telling you. This is where kids can still be influenced, and adults. The mother was the mother was doing more than venting around the children. And they think that the dad is a deadbeat now. What is a deadbeat? Somebody who just abandons the children, doesn't support them anyway. What, Sean, I was unable to do because I was in jail. I couldn't support you. The day that I could, I called you and I tried to contact. And I tried to bring you money, and you refused. So you cannot call me a deadbeat. You can call me a bad dad, call me whatever you want, but you're going to find out it's not true. And then you're going to be very bitter towards your mom. And I never wanted that, but that's the way that's going now, because now I don't speak to my mom hardly. I speak to her every once in a while, but she knows what she is. She knows what, now she doesn't want to. When you find out, your mom is going to push you away. If you find out the truth, you're going to find out what kind of mother you have. She'll guilt trip you. She'll push you. She'll make you feel guilty. She'll connect herself in your life somehow to where you're financially dependent on her in some way, and that's what's happened. You're being a big fat pussy, and understandably so. I was like that for many years. I know, because I am one. I grew up just like you, except for the fact I wasn't an only child. Okay, Sean. So that's all I want to say today. I know. I wish I could get on here and just say, "Hey, Sean, I miss you." I do. I miss you. But you're an adult now. Go do your own life. I got my own life. You got some brothers and sisters coming over here. You're gonna have a family. They're going to contact you. I'm gonna make sure they know who you are. They're gonna have your address. They're going to come to America. They're going to come and look you up, and you're going to have to look them in the face, and you're gonna have to talk to me at some point in your life, maybe, and you're gonna find out, and then you're going to have big time regret. I'm trying to soften that blow, but it's almost to the point now where I'm just gonna have to be at the end of the finish line before I die. I told you, Sean. I told you. I don't want that to be the case, because I don't want you to feel bad like I did. But it's in the ball is in your court, son. You're an adult now. Go figure it out, man. Put your brain to it at some time when you get a chance. All right. I love you, boy. All right, man.